Hello, hello. It is day 199, I believe. I totally forgot to check before I hopped on, of my 365-day raw suspending disbelief journey. It is November 7th, 2024. Um, Today was a lot slower than yesterday for me. I didn't have a full day of calls. Tomorrow I do. It's going to be dreadful. I'm not looking forward to it. But I have a class tomorrow that's 4 hours on top of my 3.5 hours of calls. So I'm going to be on Zoom a lot. It's going to be a lot. Anyways, today was slower. Today was okay. Um, I did find that I was not super effective with my time. I was coming up against like um, just some resistance, I guess, right? I was like, everything that I tried to do, I would decide on a path and it was just like, no. So I mean, I was flowing with it. I was trying to work with it. I was trying to, push through a little bit. And then if it really wasn't working, let it go, release control over it, back away, like just, okay, I'll try this thing then, and so on. And I mean, it wasn't an awful day. It was a good day. There was nothing wrong with today. It was just, it was very interesting. And I think really the message overall was like rest, stop. It's just like nothing is the answer right now. There's no answer to, and partially probably in recovery from yesterday and in preparation for tomorrow because so much energy that I was holding yesterday and so much energy that I'm going to be holding tomorrow. And today was sort of like the break in between. So it was like, no, you don't need to be doing that. No, you don't need to be doing that. You need to slow down. No, you don't need to be doing that. Like um, it was almost comical how much just things were not. At first, it was frustrating, the first few times, and then it gets to a point where you're like, okay, there's a message here. And so I think it was just like slow down, relax, unwind, try to have a little bit of fun, you know, do what you can, but don't worry about the rest kind of thing. So I went with that, and it's a little frustrating for me because I want to be more actively accomplishing things. And it kind of is starting to feel like, okay, because my schedule got so overbooked, and I'm still trickling out of that. Like I still have a lot of days that have too many calls in them, too much time spent on like face to face, um, serving clients and all of that. And nothing wrong with my clients, and they're not dragging me down. There's no misery, there's no negativity. It's all beautiful energy, and I'm loving working with these women. But there's just a lot on my calendar. So my problem, however, is that there's so much recovery time required when there's so much energy work happening, when there's so much energy being exchanged. And um, what that means is that I don't have much time where I have focused, clear, energetic time spent on creating content, on posting and selling, and filling up my upcoming offers, and uh, building my website and things like that. It's just like I'm either directly serving clients or I'm tired, right? And I am still getting some of that stuff done, but it's just not as much as I would like, not as effective as I would like with the time, not as productive with the time, all of those things. And I'm not beating myself up over it, but it's just sort of like so I'm at this point there's not that much that I can do about it. Any rescheduled calls that are happening as it is are barely fitting in around in the empty spaces. So I do not really have room in my calendar to reschedule them unless I push them really far out, in which case I can no longer sell spots and and be like providing more and making more income. So um I at this point it's sort of just a matter of pushing through until it trickles out, until it dies down a little bit, and it is heading there. It has become less over the last couple of months. It's gradually getting there. All of those insanely extra amount of calls that I had booked from like August, September, and October, they are starting to peter out. And even in like the second and third week of November, it's quite a bit less. But just right now in this first week, it's been still very busy. And the first week of every month for the next while is very busy. Just because of the way that I had set up my calendar, and I had like VIP calls that were the first week of the month every month that they were booking. So they're all booked in this week and stuff like that. And that's okay. And I set it for a week where I'm a little bit higher energy naturally, so that, yeah, I might be tired by the end of it, but I'm not completely burnt out. Um, it's just, it's not as balanced as I would like it to be. But all in all, I have to say, I'm holding a lot and I'm holding it well. And I'm not falling apart and things are not falling apart and my life is not falling apart and I'm not being plunged into a dark night of the soul and things are okay. So, um, it is frustrating in the moment when I feel like I can't get anything done. But at the same time, I'm like, this is just a phase and I can see it from that bigger perspective of like, my calendar got overbooked, but it's not going to be this way forever. And I just need to sort of blinders on and get it done for now and just be okay with that. And, um, be as flexible with myself as I can and also ask for grace when I need it. And I have been, and my clients have been amazing about it. They have been very patient, very, understanding and all of that when it's needed, for me to sort of push something back or reschedule a call or something like that. If something comes up with life or, yesterday I had one call that had to get canceled and I haven't even had a chance to reschedule it yet, but because my internet was blipping on me. And I mean, with everything else, it was like, great. Now's not the time as far as that goes, but it is what it is. For whatever reason, that hour, my internet was out and I was on the phone and I was trying to get them to sort it out and it never ended up happening in time for me to do that call. But, um, every single person in that group, it was a group call that I would have been doing. Every single person in that group was fine with it and was patient about it and was understanding and willing to, they'll show up another time. So, um, it has been, different. It has been, a little bit stretchy even. It has been, um, everything is always a learning experience. And I mean, I've already learned this lesson, so it's not something that I need to learn more. It's just something that I have to wait out now, until it times itself out. Um, I have learned the lesson of not opening up my calendar more than I'm willing for it to be filled, and always assume that people are going to fill it if you open it. So it's learned, all done. Now I'm just waiting for these calls to peter out. So anyway, rambling on about that a lot, um, but yeah, I'm kind of just getting the sense that like the the nudges that I'm getting are slowing down and resting on these days in between. And as much as I hate that in a way, because part of me is just like, no, I want to get these other things done. Um, I know better now. I know better than to push myself through that completely and push too hard and burn myself out. And it just has to be what it is right now. So, I'm grateful that I've learned that lesson. As frustrating as I find it in the moment, I do trust it and I do trust my intuition and the nudges that I'm getting to know that they are right and that I need to stop. Um, and not I need to stop because I've crossed the line, but I need to stop before I cross the line, which is a much, yeah, a much more beautiful, way of doing it than the burnout way. So, um, yeah, I mean, every time with that frustration comes the choice to suspend disbelief again and just say, I know that I'm going to be okay. I know that I'm going to move forward. I know that I'm going to accomplish what I need to accomplish on time and everything is going to be okay. And it just is what it is, right? So anyways, that is what I've got for you today. Um, I hope that it was helpful in some way and, I will talk to you all tomorrow.